Hello and good morning, Marisa.
Good morning, Arrow. Nice to chat with you.
I got to give you a compliment right off the top, okay? You are you look just like Kim Fields, and Kim Fields is one of the most beautiful women on the planet. And I mean, to see you radiate with that smile it just says that. Looking at your picture on the cover, it says, you know what? If you try the plant life, you're going to feel beautiful all over, including the inside.
Okay, well, I'll accept that as a compliment.
Are you not proud of the way that the nation is finally growing in the direction of plant food? Because, I mean, in the beginning, it was like, ooh, I don't like the flavor of it. But nowadays, you can see people, and they need a book like The Plant Love Kitchen.
Yes, I am really excited. As a dietitian of many, many years, I'm excited to see people start to embrace eating more plants, and I'm just trying to make it a little bit easier.
Well, see, I love plants, and that's one of the main reasons why I like going to a farmer's market, because it introduces me to community. But then when you get in the kitchen, until I got this book, I'm lost. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm just going to go on the web. Don't do that. Get the book, right?
That would be, yes, exactly. That, you know what, I should use that as my slogan going forward. But yeah, chapter 3, if nothing else, I say go to chapter 3 first, because I lay it all out. Like, this is what you need to do to stock your kitchen. This is what you need to buy. And this is how you actually make your food taste good. And then I give you the recipes that are really just suggestions about ways to get started.
So you bring up a very interesting point in this that in all my years of being in that kitchen, I never thought of. Preparing the kitchen. Should there be a separation between stuff that is not plant-based and the actual plant-based food?
No, I don't think that's necessary at all, because, when we think about plant-forward and having a plant-forward lifestyle, it's really about incorporating and adding more plants to whatever it is you're doing. So you don't have to think about separation. But I do like to give people, or I am giving people, a guide in chapter 3 on ways to get started, because, like you said, sometimes people feel a little lost and don't really know where to start. And if you don't have the basics at home, then it can be difficult. Something simple like a good zester, so that you get the most flavor whenever you're, grating your ginger or you're trying to zest citrus. Making sure that you have a good base of lentils, peas, and beans, and which types to include. Those are just some basics that sometimes people might need to kind of get the jets going.
Is this all part of the flexitarian diet? Because that's a new word to me, and it really it's an empowering word. It makes me want to explore it even more.
Yeah, so it is all about flexibility. It's about thinking about how you can add more plants to your plate, but not necessarily giving up what it is you might really love, or foods that you only eat on occasion. So it is empowering, and it gives you the option to not feel like there's so much restriction.
The peanut stew. It's not for everybody because people have allergies, but the question really remains is that, can we share that for dinner for everybody, or is it something that says, hey, look, you be careful?
No, it is very peanut forward. Okay. So that would not be one that you would want to serve to anyone who has an allergy, especially, or even cook it if it's a severe allergy. And that is one that I would probably not necessarily recommend swapping out to almond butter or anything like that. But there are recipes in the book where, for the most part, with most of the recipes, I provide tips on ways to make changes. If we think about just sort of along those same lines, I have some breakfast cookies in the book that use sunflower butter, and those are perfect for anyone who might have a nut allergy. You can use peanut butter or almond butter, but I use sunflower butter specifically so that it would be safe for anyone in the family to enjoy. And so with those, it's using sunflower butter as the sort of binder, and it keeps the cookies nice and soft. We're also using some crunchy salted sunflower seeds, which are perfect to give that crunch and extra salty flavor, which we all love. And then whatever dried fruit you might have in the pantry works well. So those would be a great option for anyone who might have an allergy. But the peanut stew, serve that when, everybody is going to be safe.
Absolutely. You said cookie, and that's one of the things that you cover inside this book is that breakfast cookies. I've never heard of that term before, but yet it really has my attention.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I created this recipe because way back in 2016, I published a recipe for a 3-ingredient breakfast cookie. And people still show up for that recipe on my website. And it's just simply oats, peanut butter, and banana. But this one takes it up a notch. I took the banana, I can't remember if it has banana in it. I need to look back at the recipe. But using the sunflower butter really helps. But the good thing about these breakfast cookies is you can make them ahead of time, right? So you can make them as part of your meal prep, have them for you or the family to just grab and go, either to eat them warm or at room temperature. And they're packed with protein and fiber, so it'll help to keep you full.
One of the things that you feature inside the book is the old-fashioned frying pan. But I often wonder if the average person understands how you have to take care of a frying pan, because it can turn on you at a moment's notice.
Yeah, so a cast iron skillet is one of my favorites. I have one from my grandmother, and I love it. But it does take a little bit of extra care. You cannot put it in the dishwasher. Yep. Do not do that. It does take a little bit of care, but as soon as it's well seasoned, it's really as easy to cook from as other cookware. I love it, and I love to use it, but it does take a little bit of a little patience to get it seasoned. But once it is, it's just like any nonstick cookware, and it's the best.
You got to be somewhere along the line. Somebody's going to pick you up, and you're going to turn this into a show on Netflix or Hulu, aren't you? Because, I mean, what you've got here with these 75 recipes is an invitation for people to try something new. And that's what I love about this book. It's a great place to explore.
Well, I love your vote of confidence. I would love that. But, I've been a dietitian for so long, and giving and sharing recipes is just a passion for me. I love seeing people try something super simple, and they see how easy it is to make these little tweaks to their diet to improve their health. And really, that's the most rewarding part for me.
Oh, you're right about that. I mean, eating plant food, I'm down 25 pounds, and my cholesterol and everything is down. And I really do credit plant-based foods.
Yeah, it definitely makes a huge difference.
Absolutely. Where can they go to find out more about you? Because they need to understand that this is more than, it's not just for vegans and vegetarians. This is for everybody.
Yes, and that is the key. The best place, you can look up the book is wherever wherever books are sold. You can find the Plant Loaf Kitchen book, and you can pre-order it now, and it'll arrive on your doorstep on Tuesday, April 11th. And you can also find me anywhere online at marisamoore.com and on Instagram at Marisa Moore.
I can't wait to talk to you in the future. I just want to explore more food with you as we all grow forward.
I would love that, Arrow. Thanks so much for having me on.
You bet. Be brilliant today, okay?
Okay, you too. Bye.